Ibn Ishaq reported that the Prophet, PBUH, in the context of his comment on the incident, said it was Gabriel AWS. If Abu Jahl had approached closer, he would have killed him. Ibn Hisham 1-298. Even so, the tyrants of Quraysh would not be admonished. Contrariwise, the idea of killing the Prophet, PBUH, was still being nourished in their iniquitous hearts. On the authority of Abdullah bin Amr bin Alas, some people of Quraysh were in a place called Al-Hijr complaining that they had been too patient with the Prophet, PBUH, who suddenly appeared and began his usual circumambulation. They started to wink at him and utter sarcastic remarks, but he remained silent for 2 times. Then on the 3rd, he stopped and addressed the infidels, saying, "O people of Quraysh, hearken, I swear by Allah in whose hand is my soul, that you will one day be slaughtered to pieces." As soon as the Prophet, PBUH, uttered his word of slaughter, they all stood aghast and switched off to a new style of language smacking of fear and even horror, trying to soothe his anger and comfort him, saying, "You can leave Abul Qasim, for you have never been foolish." Ibn Hisham 1-289. Urwa bin Az-Zubair narrated, I asked Abdullah bin Amr bin Alas to tell me of the worst thing that the pagans did to the Prophet, PBUH. He said, while the Prophet, PBUH, was praying in Al-Hijr of Al-Kaaba, Uqba bin Al-May came and put his garment around the Prophet's neck and throttled him violently. Abu Bakr came and caught him by his shoulder and pushed him away from the Prophet, PBUH, and said, "Do you want to kill a man just because he says, 'My Lord is Allah'?" Bukhari 1544. The conversion of Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib in a gloomy atmosphere infested with dark clouds of iniquity and tyranny, there shone on the horizon a promising light for the oppressed, i.e. the conversion of Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib, in Dhul-Hijjah, the 6th year of prophethood. It is recorded that the Prophet, PBUH, was one day seated on the hillock of Safa when Abu Jahl happened to pass by and accused the religion preached by him. Muhammad, PBUH, however, kept silent and did not utter a single word. Abu Jahl went on unchecked, took a stone, and cracked the Prophet's head, which began to bleed. The aggressor then went to join the Qurayshites in their assembly place. It so happened that shortly after that, Hamza, while returning from a hunting expedition, passed by the same way, his bow hanging by his shoulder. A slave girl belonging to Abdullah bin Jadon, who had noted the impertinence of Abu Jahl, told him the whole story of the attack on the Prophet, PBUH. On hearing that, Hamza was deeply offended and hurried to Al-Kaaba, and there, in the courtyard of the holy sanctuary, found Abu Jahl sitting with a company of Quraysh.